Welcome back, y'all, to Resse Resse podcast. Today is the interview gonna be going on, so y'all stay in tune.
Hello?
Hello,
Yeah, I can hear you now, Brody.
how y'all day doing?
Shit, it's light. Shit, it's my day off, so shit, I ain't do too much of none. I had
Oh,
a little job. I had a little job interview earlier, but that's about it.
okay. So we finna start.
You said what?
I said we finna start now.
But
Okay, just give like a small introduction of yourself and what you do and stuff.
you said like a little introduction to what I do?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess like firstly, probably like most importantly, like I do a podcast. I also interview people too.
Okay.
It's called All About a Bag. Feel me? Probably just tagging in the title or something. But like, yeah, I just started that at the end of the summer. I was supposed to originally do it with like a few people or whatever, but I ended up doing it like mainly by myself. But like, I'm still like getting around to doing like everybody I grew up with first, like people that's like rappers, like business owners, because that was like the main part of it, to like promote they you feel me, like get they a little bit more out there, feel me, like get them seen from like a different like viewpoint of people, I guess, you feel me. I work at a restaurant too, like that ain't really too exciting, you feel me, that's just some shit, feel me. uh One of my little side hustles I be doing is like DoorDash and like other shit like DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, that type of shit. Like when you drive and delivering people food and shit. Like I still be doing that from time to time. I be selling clothes. Yeah, like you had said, I sell clothes, but like it ain't even just that either. Like it's purses, it's jewelry, it's electronics, like fire sticks, phones, like whatever I can share, whatever I can make some money on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it'll get sold.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like no doubt. Shit. But like yeah, that type of shit really on folks. Like I know how to like trade, like motherfuckers know how to trade stocks, like do all type of shit, I ain't gonna lie.
All right. Okay. What part of Chicago you from?
I'm from Southside,
Okay.
from which college? Marquette Park.
Okay. Yeah, I heard of that.
For sure.
Okay. What elementary school you went to?
I started off in McKay, you feel me? That's like elementary school, that's literally like right there, right next to Marquette Park. I started off at McKay. I transferred. I ended up going to another school called CICS Wrightwood. And
Okay.
then, yeah, I ended up graduating from there.
Okay. Okay. What high school you went to?
High school, Catalyst. It's called Catalyst Maria. It's literally like right across the street from McKay.
Okay.
It was like a little like Catholic charter school kind of. You feel me? Like it wasn't, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't even really no real Catholic school in the middle of the hood. I ain't gonna lie. It was just, it was like just a hood ass school down there.
Yeah. Okay. How was it like growing up in the neighborhood?
You said how much they growing up in the neighborhood? What?
Like how was it like growing up like in your neighborhood? Was it like bad or was it like good?
Uh, I ain't gonna lie, shit. I say like I wish like I didn't have to grow up in the hood. You feel me? Cause
Right.
like I just moved out that shit. I just moved away from that shit like last like summer of last year, basically. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was in the same crib for 21 years. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
So like moving kind of like gave me like it kind of like was a whole like culture shift. You feel me? Like from everything that I knew it in Chicago. You feel me? Like it was
Right.
way different. But like growing up in the area that I did, it was really the hood for real. Like 69th and Rockwell. You feel me? Like there's always some shit going on over there. You feel me? So going up over there, like it kind of will. I will say on the positive side, like it make me stay on guard wherever I go. You feel me? Like stay on my toes at all times. And like I say, like it desensitized. It kind of like desensitized you in a little in a way type shit. Like
Right.
I hear about motherfuckers getting like you feel me? Like
Yeah.
people out here like don't even really understand. Like they hear about motherfuckers getting killed. You feel me? They be like oh hella sad and shit. You feel me? But I didn't be having to like fake emotion for that shit. You feel me? Because it's just so regular. Like it's always some shit that's going on in the hood.
Right.
Always a motherfucker dying and getting shot at. You feel me? Like I saw the first time I saw somebody get shot at I was 5 years old, bro, and I still remember that shit to this day because
Okay.
that shit happened right in front of me.
Yeah.
So like growing up and around that type of shit, like I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't want my kids to have to grow up in that type of environment. You feel me? So
Right.
that's why I made that little shift earlier to get away from that shit.
Right. Okay. You have siblings?
Yeah. I got what's it called? I have 5 sisters, 4 of them are alive, and I got 2 brothers. One of them are alive, and I'm the baby. I'm the youngest one.
Okay.
So hell yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite childhood memory growing up?
You said favorite childhood memory?
Yeah.
Shit. Uh, I say probably. I'm trying to think. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I got to miss school because I was asthmatic, I ain't gonna lie. I just because I can't think of something in particular right now, but like I just always remember like being able to stay home for like days because like my mom would just write a note and tell they ass I was sick. I swear to God, it was the best shit ever. You feel me?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Okay. What's the the gang violence bad in your neighborhood?
Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's always some like yeah. There's always some shit going on, bro. Like motherfucker. Like now, me on the other hand, you feel me? Like I ain't never really been like you feel me? Like I could have chose like that type of path. You feel me? But like that just I'm a little bit too smart for that shit. You feel me? Like I've been new since like 10, 11 type. Cause like I ain't gonna lie, like when I was like 9, 10, like I thought about like I was fake like wanting to be some gang banging shit. You feel
Right.
me? But like as I got a little bit older, like 12, like 11, 12 type shit, like I started to realize like it's one nigga out of all these groups type shit that's getting to some money for real. And
Right.
everybody around them is dying and getting locked up and shit. You feel me?
True.
And that's like 95. Like how many, like you feel me? Like think about how many homies like all these famous niggas is losing and getting locked.
Right.
Like you feel me? It's like some every week shit for them. You feel me? Like that's not even feel me.
Yeah.
Like so like yeah, I kind of just like stayed in my own little path type shit. Like I tried to go off to college. You feel me? Like I ain't really fuck with it like that. Shit. Start doing my own shit, you feel me? Just always been on some stand out the way shit and like trying to be my own person, you feel me? Because like everybody, you got a whole world full of niggas that's trying to be like the next nigga.
Right.
But hell yeah, to answer your question, yeah, gang violence was always something, you feel me? Like niggas stopping you, asking you where you from, you feel me? like telling their ass I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. You feel me? But really, you can get your ass popped really just from being. You can get your ass killed just from being from another neighborhood type shit. You get caught in the wrong place around the wrong people. You feel me?
Right.
Like even a motherfucker like feel me don't got nothing to do with nothing. Get their ass killed.
Right.
So it's all about maneuvering around that shit too.
Yeah. Okay. What college are you currently attending?
I don't go to college currently. You feel me? I went for like a year and a half, 2 years, and then I said I needed a break from that shit. I ain't gonna lie, because I went right after high school too. Like I was just like, I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of shit going on to be honest. You feel me? But like, I just wasn't in no right state of mind to be at college type shit. You feel me?
Right.
Like my mind was just on some old like getting money shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, that shit don't really work for everybody. Shit,
Oh yeah, that's true.
like like shit. High schools be happy as hell to have like 99, 100% of college attendance type shit, but like how many of them people actually graduate? You feel me? Like you pushed all of these people to go spend time in college. Like how many of them actually like that shit actually works out for them for real?
Right. Okay. Where do you currently live at now?
I stay in Indiana, about like 50 minutes away from where I grew up at.
You like it out there?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot more peaceful type shit. You feel me? But like, it's just like Indiana shit that you got to deal with. Like,
Right.
but like, ain't gonna lie, it is like a lot more peaceful out here type shit. Like, it's different like laws and shit. Like the police ain't fuck because I ain't gonna lie, the police was fucking with me bad in Chicago.
Uh-huh.
Like that shit was getting a little absurd. But it's like out here, like police ain't really fucking with me like that. You feel me? Like everybody, I ain't gonna lie, I get a lot more love out here than I did in Chicago. I ain't gonna lie.
True.
Like a lot more love. Like really, like shout out Taylor Shooter shit. Like you feel me? Folks is one of the reasons why I'm even doing this podcast shit. You feel me? Because like a nigga that I like, mind you, I just moved. I started working at the job that I met folks at in February. A nigga I met in February, damn, they're pushing me harder than like some of the niggas I grew up with type shit. You feel me? To like be on some better shit. And shit, I took what folks said. You feel me? Like he was the first motherfucker I interviewed when I started this shit a few months ago. So shit, yeah. Like motherfuckers be showing a lot of love, shit, folks. Giving motherfuckers free shit, all type of shit, bro.
Why did you choose to be doing podcasting?
You said why did I choose to do podcasting?
Yes.
Uh, because because like it's on okay. Because I didn't want to be a rapper. You feel me? Like
Right.
I wanted to be a rapper when I was a shorty, but like as I'm growing up now, I'm kind of seeing like all they ass dying and getting locked up. You feel
Right.
me? Like just being involved. Like you feel me? Just
Right. Feel you.
putting on images that's not really them for real to like get on. You feel me? Like you can get canceled. You feel me? Your label can shelf you. Like all type of shit, bro. You feel me? And that shit don't even really be based off of like talent or even who
Oh,
worked the hardest. Sometimes it just damn to be off of luck and like who you know really. You feel
right.
me?
True.
And so I decided to do podcasting really because of like motherfuckers like AK-47, like King Yella, like FYB J the Man. You feel me? Like niggas that hood niggas or motherfuckers that was rappers like that end up doing podcasts
Yeah.
and like blogging and shit and they making more money than they were when they were rapping or if they were to rap. You feel me?
Right.
So like, yeah, I see that type of shit. I'm just like, shit, why not podcast shit? I'd rather get on here and talk my truth than like be on songs, like just putting shit together that rhyme that ain't even
Right.
really me for real. You feel me? Hold up. Cause niggas be putting on for niggas. I ain't gonna lie. There's so many niggas that's just rapping, bro. Just to say they're a rapper.
Right.
Like, ain't even no point in that shit.
Do you like have any properties or anything at the moment?
Shit, I got this 2-bedroom apartment right here. And technically, motherfuckers are landlords of a crib in Mississippi as well. You feel me? Like,
Right.
well, I'll just make it short, really. So it was, I kind of talked about it a little bit on my podcast. Like, motherfuckers have this crib, it's my girlfriend's, feel me? Like, her family's, they were gonna sell it, but like, instead of selling it, like, it's a lot of more like better financial decisions that you can make with the crib instead. You feel me? Like Airbnb it out, rinsing it out, and shit like that, right? You feel me? Instead of just selling it. So motherfuckers like motherfuckers gave her family that idea to do that type of shit. You feel me? And what our job was to do was to we went out to Mississippi. You feel me? Like we was in the crib and we was interviewing people because we had like a little application online for like anybody that like wanted to stay in the crib or whatever. You feel me? Like, and like the rent was actually like cheaper than like a lot of the other cribs in the area, really. So like when she posted the listing or whatever for the crib, it was like a lot of motherfuckers hit her up. You feel me? Like a lot of people was interested, like wanted to see it, wanted to come, like you feel me? Like apply for it, yada yada yada. And then motherfuckers eventually pick somebody, like somebody living there now, you feel me? So technically we is
Right.
landlords, you feel me? And like motherfuckers paying the crib, like yada yada yada. So like yeah, that's technically like a crib that we watching. Really mainly her, you feel me? Like that's
Right.
really her shit that she doing, you feel me? But that definitely like was a us thing that we did together, you feel me? Because like that was the idea motherfuckers had. And when we got the chance to put that shit out there, shit, we went ahead and did it.
Yeah.
For sure. So yeah, just two, basically.
Okay. Okay. What are your short term goals?
Short term goals. Uh I probably okay, so short term, I would say like by the end of 2023, since we at the end of 2022. By
Yeah.
next year, I want to have all about it bag as an LLC. Feel me? I
Okay.
want to have that like as an LLC in my name.
Okay.
Um, really, cause like the funding and all the other shit. You feel me? That comes with like having an LLC, like
Okay.
a lot of shit. Um, I do want to enroll back in some classes, you feel me? Like I kind of want to go back to school, but I don't want to go like how I did originally, you feel me? Like in person and like sitting in the classroom and shit. I want to do it online.
Okay.
So that's why I kind of been looking at like shit like Coursera classes and like other shit that I could do in that field because like really taking some Coursera classes get you a job like fast as hell. Like you feel me? Especially because I got experience with the shit because I had a little job in college too.
Okay.
Um, and three, last one, I kind of want to put into motion a clothing line for my shit too. You feel me? By the end of next year.
Good. Cool.
Hell yeah, because like I want to like if I'm doing an interview right now type shit on your shit, you feel me? I want to be able to like wear my shit, you feel me? Like show a motherfucker off my shit. I want to be able to like if I'm interviewing a motherfucker, because eventually I want to get to charging motherfuckers for interviews and shit. Like especially when I get to interviewing people I don't really know for real.
Right.
Um, on charge motherfuckers like I'll throw in a hoodie or some or a shirt or some shit that they can wear on the interview if they want to type shit or that they can keep. I just want to have motherfuckers like walking around with my shit, you feel me, like showing off the other motherfuckers, like you feel me, like motherfuckers asking like, damn, where you get that from? You feel me, like, cause I
Yeah.
got hella like clothing line ideas and shit. You feel me? I'm gonna put out there eventually, but just gotta get that LLC first though. You feel me?
Right. Okay. What's your long-term goals?
Long term goals. I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot on folks, but I narrow it down to uh I want to be able to take care of everybody that took care of me.
Right.
You feel me? Like that's damn the most important. Like out of anywhere that I go, I want to be able to take care of motherfuckers that took care of me. I also like want to be able to like I want to be in a position of where I can like donate money to like motherfuckers that need it too. You feel me?
Okay.
Cause like it's cool to have some bread type shit. You feel me? But like eventually, like you want to stop doing shit for yourself. You feel me? Because like
Right.
eventually you start to feel selfish. You want to be able to do shit for other people. You feel me? Honestly, and
Right.
I want to like you feel me? Like be able to put motherfuckers in position, like help fund motherfuckers' businesses, ideas, and all that other shit. You feel me?
Right.
Uh, I definitely want to buy my OG a crib. You feel me? Like that's definitely up
Okay.
there too. um, feel me? Like, and I want to have my like I want to lastly I want to put like have all about a bag like with all the ideas and shit I got. You feel me? Like that's why getting the LLC would be the first step of like putting that shit together like to a real like put all my ideas and shit together. You feel me? Like
Right.
that's why I want all about bag to be like shit. If I want it to be like a clothing line, interview, like whatever I want it to be, you feel me? Like have all that shit together, you feel me? Like make it a computer, like whatever, you feel me? Like have all that shit together.
All right.
So yeah, that's definitely like I feel my long term goals.
Yeah. Have you like ever felt like depressed and stuff?
Say that again.
So have you ever had like depression, going into this pandemic? Have you ever like felt days where you felt depressed?
During the pandemic, definitely. Like even before then, like I ain't gonna lie, I've been dealing with depression probably like 10 years now. I ain't gonna lie. Cause like I ain't gonna lie, I had a rough ass childhood. I ain't gonna lie, like shit, I lost a lot of people. Shit, so like going through that type of shit at a young age, like and not really knowing how to deal with it or heal or like feel
Right.
me, not
Feel
going to
you.
therapy because like that's not even really no shit in the black community for whatever reason,
Right.
especially for men. So like
Right.
yeah, and especially during the pandemic, hell yeah, that shit was rough. Shit, like I wasn't sitting. I don't know why motherfuckers were sitting in the crib every day. I ain't gonna lie, I would have lost my fucking mind. Like I was out working. I was really just working and shit. You feel me? But like yeah, I wasn't really seeing motherfuckers. It was really like that was like after high school for me too. Like you start seeing motherfuckers less. Like you feel me? You
Right.
working more. Like you don't really got time for like all the shit that you had time for. So yeah, that shit definitely hit me. And then it's a pandemic and shit too. Like motherfuckers getting that shit. You losing like some motherfuckers and shit. You feel me from that shit? Like even though
Right.
I didn't really lose nobody from it for real. Like outside of like elderly people, you feel me? But
All right.
still, like hell yeah.
Okay. Did you have like a lot of trauma like in your earlier life and now?
You said a lot of trauma.
Yeah. Did you have a lot of face a lot of trauma? How you like dealt with? How did you deal with it?
Uh, yeah, I dealt with a lot of trauma shit growing up. What you call it? Like I lost my pops when I was 12. I
Yeah.
lost my grandfather was damn near who was like another dad to me when I was like 16. I lost a sister. I lost a sister when I was 17. Like shit, I'd have lost homeboys, like all type of shit now. You feel me?
All right.
So like yeah, like growing up in Chicago, like just being dealt with the type of cars I was dealt with, yeah. Like yeah, I'd say that's a lot of trauma shit. Like seeing motherfuckers get shot when I was younger, like seeing motherfuckers die and shit, like
All
yeah,
right.
that's a lot of shit to deal with, you feel me? But shit also like dealing with like just niggas in Chicago too, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like niggas start seeing you do like a little like it's
Right.
a crap. Chicago really like a crap in a barrel city. Really, you feel me? Like
Right.
motherfuckers seeing you trying to do a little bit better in life or like move in a different direction. You feel me? They gonna try to put you down. You feel me? You look a
Right.
little different than everybody else. They gonna try to put you down. You feel me?
Right.
You ain't the same as everybody else. Like it's just weird. It's just a weird as hell, bro. You feel me? But
Right.
the way I dealt with that shit is just like I just really it's real simple. I just kept going, really. Like, I just kept it pushing. Like, whatever I went through, like, if you knew me, like, growing up, for real, you feel me? Like, that's why a lot of motherfuckers, like, that saw me grow up, like, they say they proud of me, you feel me? And I ain't
Right.
really understand, like, a couple years ago why motherfuckers was telling me they was proud of me. But, like, I get it now because motherfuckers saw the type of shit I was dealing with, the type of cars I was dealt with, like, you feel me? Like, situations, like, feel me? Like, hitting
Yeah.
rock bottom, you feel me? Like I like for example, like feel me, I like right before the pandemic, as that shit was happening, like I lost like hella of my close friends, like not even like did like died, like fell out with over like some petty ass shit, you feel me?
Right.
Like having to deal with that shit, like pandemic, you feel me? Like I'm losing, like I'm sitting in the crib, like depressed as hell, like I can't get no job, you feel me? Motherfucking I had to sell my car for $300, like all type of shit, bro. Like I'd had to deal with a lot of shit, you feel me? But the fact that I just kept pushing, you feel me? Like I just didn't let like them badass days like overcloud my judgment and understand that like shit gonna get better eventually. It
Right.
can't get worse, you feel me? It can't get worse, you feel me? Like my own like honestly, like even during then, like my own like when I lost my car, like when I lost my car, really like that motherfucker broke down on me. I had to sell it. You feel me? My
Right.
own homeboys was like they not my homeboys no more because them motherfuckers I fell out with. You feel me? Because I started to realize motherfuckers wasn't really like my friends for real. You feel
Right.
me? Motherfuckers was laughing at me and shit then. You feel me? But now shit, it don't even really matter. No shit. Oh folks, like it don't matter at all. Shit.
Right.
Old folks, cause like shit, I got me a new car now. You feel me? I got my apartment. You feel me? Like
Right.
I'm doing cool for myself. Like and shit, I'm gonna keep doing good for myself. Shit, and all the advice I give to a motherfucker is just keep pushing. You feel me? And if
Right.
motherfuckers making you feel weird for who you are, you feel me? Like or trying to make your ass feel different, or trying to like you feel like a black sheep kind of. You feel me? Like you gonna be
Right.
something one day. Like
Right.
it might not be tomorrow, but like eventually you gonna understand why motherfuckers are treating you the way that they was.
Right. You happy to be out of Chicago?
Uh, I'll say yes and no. Feel me? Like yes and no. Because okay, so no, because like of course like I miss all the shit I used to like, you feel me? I was in Chicago my whole life. So
Right.
shit, like yeah, it was like it was a big ass change. Like when I first came in, like I was going back to the city like damn near every day, shit, every other day, shit. Like I'm back in the city, you feel me? Like
Right.
trying to get some like all this other shit. But like now, like it don't really like I don't know. Like it's I'm kind of used to like not having to go to the city every day, or like I'm kind of used to like okay, let me word that a little different then. So no, I miss like my friends, my family. You feel me? I miss all the shit that I could do in the city, like blah blah blah, whatever. But like, of course, I understand like that ain't really no place I want to stay forever. You feel me?
Right.
Like eventually, you got to get out your comfort zone and move around. You feel
Right.
me? Like you can't keep doing the same shit. Can't be in the same place all the time. You feel me? You ain't gonna really progress in that shit. You feel
Right.
me? So hell yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any advice for today's youth, and what would you just tell them how to move?
Um, I say my advice for like youth, like okay, what age? What age are we talking about?
Like I'm gonna say like people like 15 to 18.
Okay, 15 to 18.
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. Uh, I say like don't don't follow the crowd really.
Right.
Like don't follow like I ain't gonna lie. Every time I tried to do some shit like just because another motherfucker was doing it, like I don't think that shit ever worked out for me. You feel me? Like
Right.
trying to do some shit like trying to do some shit like outside of the box really, or like what other motherfuckers ain't really thinking of or trying to do, like really done got me like the furthest type shit.
Right.
I say, cause like for example, like at the restaurant that I work at, shit, like I damn near what you call it, like I'm a what you call it, I be busting tables and dishwashing and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers in there act like the service, for example, like they guys make at that job in particular, like they make more money than me. Like as a busser, I make like $8 an hour. As a dishwasher, I make like whatever I make. You feel me?
Right.
Plus tips or whatever. But like motherfuckers act like they wouldn't like bust a table or dishwash and all this other shit. You feel me? Because they make so much money at this job or whatever. You feel me?
Right.
But in reality, like the general manager, shit, the managers, you feel me? They damn near make more money than them. You feel me? Of course, they make more money than them, and they do that shit like you feel me because it's a part of their job, really. But they don't really have no problem with it. They don't have no problem with doing that.
Right.
So the way I see it, if the general manager, like damn near the owner of the building, like the most powerful motherfucker in the building, will do some shit, like why can't you? Like the motherfucker that make the most money in the building, you wouldn't do some shit, like you feel me?
Right.
Honestly.
Okay.
I don't know if that answered your question or not. I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah.
forgot what the question was.
Yeah. Okay. Are you careful about who you keep in your circle?
You said, am I careful about what?
About who you keep in your circle of friends?
Yeah, yeah, I definitely am because like your circle is really like who you are with like a day-to-day basis, you feel me?
Right.
Like who you keep in your circle then be your demise really. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I was just saying, like I just said earlier, like you cannot be with nothing at all type shit, you feel me? You be around the wrong crowd at the wrong place, the wrong time, you feel me? Something
Right.
happened to you, you feel me? So your circle, your team, like who you like keep around you is really important because them people will be the ones to either be pushing you to do more, you feel me? Or
Right.
trying to keep you like behind, you feel me, like on the
Right.
same bullshit, doing the same shit you was doing 5 years ago type shit, you feel me?
Right.
Like motherfuckers like put you down, like you feel me? Like
Right.
you tell your ideas to somebody in your circle, you feel me? Could have been $1 million idea, you feel me? You tell it to a small minded motherfucker, you feel me? They talk down on it, you not even want to do it no more. But in reality, in another life, you actually went through with that shit and it actually like turned out, your life turned out completely different. So
Right.
that's why I'm really like cautious about who like I share information with, who I talk to on a day-to-day basis, you feel me? Like it's mainly all motherfuckers I grew up with or like motherfuckers I could trust with my life really.
Right. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm saying wordy. Did you experience a lot of like violence when you was in your neighborhood?
Experience a lot of violence. Outside, shit, I ain't never got shot before. So shit, outside of like fist fights and like shit like that.
Okay.
Just fights and shit, really. You feel me?
Okay. If you can go back to like your teenage self, who should tell yourself?
Stay lame. stay, stay lame, old folks.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm damn near positive if I would have just stayed. I ain't gonna lie, when I first came to high school, bro, motherfuckers thought I was like an anime kid, damn near, you feel me?
Right.
I was like one of them for real, but like in reality, I damn near was in the hood longer than like majority of these niggas acting tough as hell, you feel me?
Right.
But it's just like I was just on some niche shit, you feel me? I was just my own person, like playing Minecraft, like playing Call of, like I used to be like good as it. Well, I still am good at Call of Duty. Don't get it fucked up, but like I used to be
Right.
like competitive, good, like playing in tournaments and shit. Call of Duty, you feel me? And like looking at it now, like I still do YouTube, you feel me? But like I
Right.
ain't as consistent like how I used to be, you feel me? I just wish I stayed on that type of shit, you feel me? Because I fuck around and be rich right now. I ain't gonna, I
Right.
fuck around and be rich, bro, because like I swear to God, it's at least like 4, 5 different people, bro. Like that when I was like 12, 13, 14, that I could really have like a one-on-one conversation with. Like I could talk to, I could like send a message to, I comment on their video, their reply type shit, you feel me?
Right.
And I was literally doing the same shit as them, but I just stopped like when I was in high school because I don't know, I just thought motherfuckers wouldn't fuck with that shit. I just thought like people in Chicago just wouldn't fuck with that shit for real. But like in reality, like looking back at it now, it don't really matter about the motherfuckers in Chicago, bro. It matter about the motherfuckers that you don't know. It matter about the strangers, like the people that like the type of shit that you fuck. It might be millions of motherfuckers, like, and that's why I'm looking back at the shit now. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers I could have had conversations with, like Sniper. You know somebody named Sniper Wolf?
Yeah, I heard of that person.
I remember, right. I remember when she had like 15, 20,000 subscribers, bro. She got 20 million subscribers right now.
Okay.
Like something like another dude named X Nastario. He played the game or whatever. You feel me? Like I remember this nigga was just like he was just had like 5, 10,000 subscribers. Now he got 5 million subscribers. Like it's just
Yep.
like just I should have just stayed on the same path basically. And now I'm looking at it like, yeah, like I'm going to continue with like this podcast and shit, you feel me?
Right.
Because regardless of how rocky it get, where it go, you feel me? Like I'm gonna just try to stay on it, you feel me? Because you don't really know where that shit gonna lead off. You ain't gonna really see from the jump.
Okay.
Because everything started off slow.
Right. Okay. Who the most influencing people in your life?
Most influential.
Yeah.
Um, I'll start off with. So I'll start off with my OG for sure
Yeah.
because like her and my pops really where I got this hustling shit from. Really, you feel me? Like they as always like regardless of what the fuck was going on in life, bro, like they always was making sure like some shit they made some shit happen for me, you feel me? Like motherfuckers always made sure I was straight. Shit, I go hard because like I understand like my OG be watching me and shit, you feel me? Like she support a lot of the shit that I do now, you feel me? Like
Right.
so like for example, like she started her own little I got a little segment like a part of on my podcast about it actually. Like my OG started her own little purse business off of like the reselling idea like that I had or whatever. So she started like reselling her old purses and like buying used purses and shit, you feel me, reselling them for a higher price, you feel
Right.
me? And that's just like that was literally some simple ass shit, you feel me, like that she could do, you feel me, like that she can do on the side, like, and it don't even really feel like no job to her for real, and she making bread from it. So like knowing that I gave my OG that idea, you feel me, like I'm just like damn, I might as well just keep going because like if my on OG will listen to that shit, I'm knowing somebody else will listen, you feel me? And that shit could change their life for real.
Yeah.
So my OG, you feel me? All my little homies that like watch me, you feel me? Like that watch everything that I do type shit, you feel me? That like I got to be like kind of like a role model type shit for that type of shit too. Feel me? Cause like if you look at my page, like I ain't really. I be sharing some wild shit, I ain't gonna lie, but like I don't be on this bitch flexing guns, like showing off no weed, like none of that shit. You feel me? Like I try to put off like more of a positive image. You feel me? Cause it ain't nothing but negative shit around this motherfucker, literally. And
Right.
I also for my brother too. You feel me? Cause folks like getting it. He definitely on his shit right now. I ain't gonna lie. Like folks got his CDL certificate. He finna start getting bread with that shit. You feel me? Like he
Yeah.
pushing me to get my CDLs and to go back to school and all this other shit. You feel me?
Right.
So definitely for him too, shit. And everybody I lost too.
All right. How do you want your legacy to be?
You said what I want my legacy to be.
Yeah. And you want people to remember you.
Shit. I want motherfuckers to remember me as a motherfucker that ain't real, like one, me personally, you feel me? Like regardless of what I'm dealing with, I want motherfuckers to remember me as like a motherfucker, just like as an example of what happens when you don't quit for real.
Right.
You feel me? Like as a motherfucker that just like regardless of who coming against you, who trying to go against you, you feel me? Like always being able to like move through that shit, like move
Right.
past it. You feel me? Like shit, I just want to be remembered as like some positive shit, really.
Right.
That like shit get better after a while.
Yeah. What inspires you?
What inspires me?
Yeah.
Um, seeing people that came from the same circumstances that I came from or worse, like make it or
Right.
like make it to a better place in life, end up being happy and shit. You feel me?
Right.
That
Feel
type
you.
of shit, that type of shit that inspired me. You feel me? Like seeing niggas that I grew up with or like that came from nothing like me, like come up and shit too. You feel me? Like a lot of niggas that type of shit bring hate. But like me personally, like I love to see that shit. Honestly, like I don't get no fuck if a motherfucker like come up before me, got more bread than me, like none
Right.
of that shit. You feel me? As long as you happy, you feel me, and as long as you like are trying to do something positive with yourself or like make that shit last, like I'm all for it. You feel me? Ain't never no hate shit with me.
Okay.
Cause like in my opinion, whatever a nigga got, you feel me? I can go get myself. I can go work hard and go get myself. You feel me?
Right.
So like, ain't no point in hating shit.
All
Honestly.
right. Okay. How's that first with your neighborhood?
I went to school with a lot of Hispanic people. They're damn the more they asked than us really.
Right.
Um, so like even if I do go back to my neighborhood right now, it's like a lot of Mexican Hispanic people like in the neighborhood type shit.
Right.
Ain't really all that much like white people or whatever, you feel me? But that's the hood. They downtown in the suburbs and shit. So but
Yeah.
like yeah. So like it's like feel me, Hispanic and black really, you feel me? Like
Huh?
they damn that was one of us really, you feel me? Like I grew up with hella Hispanics.
Okay. Like, have you ever thought about just giving up? What makes you overcome that idea?
Uh hell yeah. A lot of times.
Yeah.
Like your lowest points, like hitting rock bottom and shit, like yeah, that should have your ass think like, damn, is this shit worth it? Like all this other shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
But like I said though, like you can't like let your few bad days, cause shit, I still even have bad days, you feel me? Like
Right.
still to this day, like you feel me? I feel like I'm in a way better place in life than I was before, but everybody, even if you're rich, you feel me, you're gonna have bad days and shit, you feel me? But like it's all about like how you move after that, how you try to like feel me, like try to get yourself up out of that, like whatever the situation is.
Okay.
So hell yeah.
Do you have like somebody like a mentor of any sort?
Really, my girl and my OG. My girl and my OG. Cause shit, regardless, always like trying to push me to do a little bit better. You feel me? Like trying to stay out the way.
Right.
Yada yada yada. You feel me? Like talk to their ass about anything. Shit.
Okay.
Could talk to their ass talk to their ass about anything. Shit. But hell yeah, shit. Like I had a lot of big homies that just be watching like what I be doing and shit. You feel me? Like they be like giving me pointers like I even saw a motherfucker that I used to hoop with in Marquette type shit. He a little older than me type shit. You feel me? He saw like where I'm at now. You feel me? He saw me. He was like he saw me from like a little while because like I ain't gonna lie, I'm 6'4" in real life. You feel me? Like
Right.
with your ass like that, you damn near gonna see me. You feel me? So like he saw me. He was like, I knew you from somewhere. You feel me? You Joe. You feel me? Like. I'm glad, like, he didn't say too much. He was like, I'm glad your ass, like, out the way type shit. You feel me? You moving a little different. You feel
Right.
me? Like, that shit, like, that type of shit kind of stick with me a little bit. You feel me? Because, like, there's a motherfucker that got, like, 7, 8, 9, 10 years on me. You feel me? Like, they like the way I move and shit. I got to be doing something decent. You feel me?
Okay.
Feel me?
Yeah. You okay? Do you have any favorite podcasters is on YouTube at the moment?
Um, Probably AK-47, really, because it's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Like, folks be having me roll it every time. He more of a blogger, really. You feel me? But
Right.
blog and podcast, like they damn near like go together a little bit. You feel me?
Right.
Um, Millionaire Mindset podcast, like that's the top 3 business podcast. They follow me on Instagram on my All About the Bag page. They got like 15,000 followers or some shit. You feel me?
Right.
Like they be like interviewing like rich. They be interviewing motherfuckers that they made like that then they're like rich off of some shit. They be bringing motherfuckers on there to talk about like different shit like that they did. Like basically like spreading business ideas, like you feel me, that type of shit.
Right.
So like that type of shit, like they followed me. So like I started checking out some of their shit. I was like, this damn that same type of shit I do. You feel me? Like financial literacy shit. You feel me?
Right.
Like giving motherfuckers other ways to make bread, like all type of shit. So I was like, damn, like I took some ideas from they really. You feel me?
Right.
On how to make my shit a little bit more professional and shit.
Um. What do you wish you knew before you started?
What do I wish I knew before I started podcasting?
Yeah.
Um, I say I wish I knew more like other podcasters. Hold on, let me say
Right.
this right way. I wish I knew other podcasters. I wish that I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even started podcasting that long ago. I started at the end of the summer type shit. Like it's the start of October right now, so like I'm kind of fresh with the shit too, to be honest. But I wish I had better quit. Okay, well, one thing I need to stop doing is I had to stop doing was looking at people's podcasts that's like years ahead of me type shit and like comparing a little bit. Like I was kind of feeling like, okay, if my shit ain't really like to this tier, then like I shouldn't even do this shit. But in reality, I wasn't really looking at where they started from instead of where they are now. You feel me? So like it was like fucking with me a little bit. But like when I started to look at like motherfuckers that started, when I started to look at like how motherfuckers started and like people that are starting podcasts now and they set up and shit, I'm just like, okay, like I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. You feel me? Like it's people that's rich and famous right now that have worse setups than me type shit. So like I had to, okay, like I'm just fine. I just gotta get on this bitch and just do what I need to do.
Right. Hey, what's your most memorable moment?
From my childhood or just in general?
Like in general.
Uh, I say, I'd say like the last like year. Okay, I'm gonna say one, moving into my apartment.
Yeah.
Because this is my first apartment. It's a 2-bedroom in Indiana, so like yeah, that was definitely like one of my first like my most like favorite like memorable moments like recently that I could think of, and also like um okay, well, graduating high school, of course, actually, you feel me, and going to college because that was just like some shit that I didn't really see happening. You feel me? Especially like where I was coming up from. You feel me? That wasn't really no direction that motherfuckers like really gave to me. So
Huh?
like that was definitely one. I say buying my first car and my last one that I just bought type shit. You feel me? Like my first one was a '03, was a 2003 Honda Sonata. You feel me? With rust stains, like you feel me? Like a little putt. You feel me? But like I bought that motherfucker like it was my first car, so like I'm gonna always remember that motherfucker. Like that one made me a man. And then the last one that I just bought, you feel me, was a 2022. You feel me? With no cosign, like when I was 21. So I was just like, yeah, like I was definitely feeling myself a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Okay. What do you see yourself and doing in the future?
um, Outside of podcasting and shit.
Yeah, outside of podcasting.
Uh, I want to. I really want to own my own business, and it don't even really got to be like directly like related to like the podcast and then
Right.
clothing or nothing. You feel me? I want to own like be the owner of some shit. You feel me? Like
Right. Yeah.
a restaurant, like a retail store, like some shit like that. Like, you feel me? I definitely need to one day. I want to own more. I want to own more property type shit.
Right.
Like, not even just one that I'm renting, or like some more of the same shit that we doing in Mississippi type shit. You feel me?
Right.
Like one on one. I want to not even just properties, a duplex. That's what the fuck I want on folks, a duplex. Cause I want to, instead of like motherfuckers don't really be knowing like, you feel me, it's shit like where you can buy a duplex type shit, you feel me? Like a two,
Right.
three bedroom, a 2-3 crib, a 2-3 house like place, you feel me? You could live in one of them motherfuckers, you feel me? And you can rent out the other two and literally not have to pay no rent or even make bread back type shit, you feel me? Like people don't be thinking of that type of shit. So like, yeah, that's definitely some shit I want to get on one day for sure.
Okay. Did you have any nicknames while you was growing up?
Say that again.
Did you have any like nicknames while you was growing up?
Yeah, what you call it, motherfuckers? My family called me Lil Joe still, cause my pop's a big Joe.
Yeah.
And shit, motherfuckers calling me JoJo. Shit, Joe. That's about it.
Yeah. Okay. If you could hold on to one memory, what would it be?
Say that again.
If you could hold on to one memory throughout your life, what would it be?
I'd definitely say what you call it? Really, all the time I spend with my pops. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
No, bro, cause shit, I ain't really got no phone or nothing then type shit. So like, I don't even got like I really got like pictures and shit from other motherfuckers. So like, I ain't gonna lie, all the memories and shit, like, them motherfuckers priceless as hell.
Yeah. How would your families and friends describe you as a person?
You said how would they describe me?
Yes.
Well, shit, they as better describe. No, I'm bullshit. What you call it? Nah, shit. I say honest, hardworking, determined, goofy as hell. You feel me? Shit, motherfucking yeah. I think that's about it. Really, you feel me?
Right.
Like, I think motherfucker, that's how me grow up for real.
Right.
Like good at overcoming obstacles and shit.
Huh? Okay, if you was writing like a autobiography about yourself, what would you
If I was writing an autobiography about myself, what was the last part?
name it, title it?
Shit. Title that motherfucker him. No, I'm playing. What you call it? Shit. I'll probably title that motherfucker like, I don't even know, shit. Probably just after me, really, you feel me? Like, I don't know what be doing, but like, I say like some shit like, what happens when you don't quit or some shit.
Okay. Okay, and finally, how can the people connect with you?
How can people connect with me?
Yeah.
I say like on some similar shit to like how like regular ass niggas can relate to Steph Curry over like somebody like KD or LeBron is because like Steph Curry kind of just like a regular nigga, you feel me? Like a regular ass 6'3" ass nigga, but like he used what the fuck he has type shit the best of his ability. I'll put it like that, you feel me? Like,
Huh?
and that really go for like anybody that's just not really born with like no talent or no, you feel me, like no special abilities, you feel me, or if you just not no genius or nothing, you feel me, you can't make the next Apple, you feel me, you just gotta outwork the next motherfucker.
Right.
Hold on. So hell yeah. That answers your question, right?
Yeah, that answered my question.
So
Okay, thank you for coming on.
no problem, no problem. Appreciate you bringing me on. Shit. Shout out to Reese Podcast too.
Thank you.
Shout out AAB. Check my shit out too.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you, Brody.
All right.
Take it easy.
Too.